Namaste. This is going to be a very quiet, soft, restorative practice. Maybe 3 shapes, 3 poses, meant to promote good sleep. Yay! Don't we all need that? Be comfortable. Jammies on if you got that. Maybe in your bedroom, a place of sleep, a place of rest, floor mat. If you have a wall, we're going to use the wall for our last shape. We're going to do legs up the wall. A little bit of a hamstring stretch as well. If you don't have a wall, you could shut the door, use the back of the door. You could use closet doors. Just make sure it's locked or people know not to walk in the door on you. We do need some props. We want to get as comfortable and cozy as possible to tell the nervous system to let go and relax. So if you have a yoga bolster, you're going to grab a yoga bolster, just one. If you don't have a yoga bolster, we're going to fold a blanket that's going to go underneath the spine. So if you're folding a blanket or a towel, if you kind of take it this way, and most of us can just do like a tri-fold, 1 and 2. So now I've made a bit of a shape for my spine to be on, right? And you can, if you want it a little higher, it's just a little more of an opening and release. You can do this with 2 blankets or 2 towels and stack them. And that would be instead of your bolster. And then we're also gonna want a second blanket folded, and it could be a beach towel folded. So you wanna use the neat edge of the fold. And it's gonna go right up here at the top of your bolster for our first asana or shape. And then you're also gonna want 2 yoga blocks. If you don't have yoga blocks, you're gonna use throw pillows, 2 tiny, side couch throw pillows that match each other. And finally, you're gonna want either a yoga strap or just a towel, a dog leash, something that we can use to support the legs in the last shape. Anything. It can be, again, a beach towel, a regular bath towel. And let's get moving. So your bolster is gonna go on the floor. You're gonna put, if your bolster has handles, it's generally more comfortable to put the neat edge with no handle close to your spine. So my tushy is gonna go on the floor here and my spine is gonna lie over the bolster. I'm going to put my folded blanket up here for my head, and I'm gonna make my way onto my back. So again, my bottom is gonna go right in front of my bolster. I want my blocks or my throw pillows close, and I'm gonna lie back. So I want my head on the blanket, and if your lower back is tighter and comfortable, you'll lift your hips and scoot a little farther away from the end of the bolster, so there's less of an arch in the back. Again, I want my head supported, but not my neck. So what this does is give me a little bit of a supported chin tuck. My chin will be tucked just slightly towards my chest. And that tells the vagus nerve to relax. The vagus nerve is responsible for fight or flight. And it turns on, when it's relaxed, it turns on the relaxation response, which helps us sleep. And then you'll take your 2 blocks or your pillows, and you're gonna plop your knees open like butterfly wings and support your legs. So you wanna have enough support that it feels extremely comfortable. So these are all restorative yoga poses, you guys. Any of the other restorative yoga poses, if you wanted to do just one shape, will be very helpful for sleep as well, and helpful to restore your whole system when you haven't gotten enough sleep, right? It's a phenomenal practice to use when we're lacking good sleep. And then my arms plop open out to the side and my shoulders drop. So I want to feel extremely comfortable, and if I don't, I'm gonna wiggle around and adjust until I do. So we're not looking to feel any kind of huge stretch. Sometimes it feels like a subtle opening. This is called Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose, supported bound angle pose. So if you need your props higher, if you need more pillows, feel free. Again, you want to be very comfortable, so anywhere between the knee and the thigh with the props, whatever feels supportive for you. And when you find the right amount of support, you guys, it feels super cozy. It takes a little adjustment, especially if it's new to you, But when you get there and you find it, you tend to feel like, oh yeah, this is it, night. Leave me alone. And then we settle in. Take a deep full breath in through your nose. And open your mouth, sigh it out. Just let the shoulders drop. Let the body be supported. So the props are here to support you. And let your breath be natural. And allow yourself to let go of your day. And really be here in this moment. Everything's over. You've done everything you can. Tomorrow will come. There's another opportunity. And for now, just let yourself rest. So we're not lengthening and deepening the breath. We're just allowing ourselves to feel supported. The hips will tend to drop gently with gravity. The shoulders will drape. There might be a subtle opening in the groin in the hips, a subtle opening across the chest. Just letting go. Letting our day melt away. Allowing our nervous system to soften and slow down. So in restorative yoga, the idea is support and time. Generally with the right amount of support and props, we can stay in the shapes for more time than we could other asanas or yoga postures. And the time is what helps the nervous system relax. The time is also what helps the body open. So it's a gentle opening over time, as opposed to vigorous stretching that we do actively. If the mind seems really busy and all over the place, it's natural, normal, no big deal. Just try to bring your attention to your breath and allow yourself to observe your breath. So you're not deepening it, you're not lengthening it, just possibly even count the breaths. So when you inhale, you can gently say inhale. And when you exhale, you can gently say exhale. And that's it, just stay present with the breath without lengthening, without making it any particular way. Just a means to stay here in the moment. And if you don't need that today, you don't need that. If you feel restful enough and present enough, no worries. Just rest. Last few minutes here. Giving into gravity. Noticing when the mind wanders, which it does. It tends to wander away from now, the present moment, to the past, to the future. And just come back to observing the breath. Whatever inhale you're on, whatever exhale you're on, just come back to noticing inhaling, exhaling. And feel the support. And allow yourself to rest. Just notice where your attention is. And bring it back to the next inhale or exhale, wherever your cycle is. And let's let our next breath be consciously a little more deep and full. So deep, full breath in. Sigh it out. Let's use the hands on the outside of the legs. Kind of bring the knees up towards the sky. Put the soles of the feet on the floor. And if you need to, just gently push into your feet, lift your hips, lengthen your tailbone. Keeping your eyes closed if you can. Just roll off your props onto one side. Maybe use your arm as a pillow, or keep the blanket if you need it. Just pause on your side. And gently use your hands, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. Softly blink the eyes open. We're going to transition into our next shape. So moving slowly, allow yourself to move slowly. Let's get rid of it. Well, we'll keep the bolster close by, the props close by. We're going to lie flat on our back, and we're going to use that same folded blanket for the head again. We're going to go into a twist. So coming all the way down onto your back. And again, my head only, not my neck. There's space under my neck is on that blanket. And that just allows for my shoulders to relax a little more, my chin to tuck slightly. Arms can go out wide. And we're going to go into a gentle twist. So feet can be somewhat wide, knees up. And you're going to let your knees and hips just plop over to the right. So you want it to be a complete letting go. And a lot of us are going to feel better in this, more restful with a prop, more supported with a prop. So it can be a throw pillow, it can be a bolster, it can be a rolled blanket. Make it comfortable, make it feel good, right? So you're just going to support that bottom leg. And then if I want, my eyes stay looking straight up, and or if I want a little more sensation, I can turn my head around the opposite direction away from my knees. I think I'm going to keep my eyes straight up, my face straight up today. That feels more restful to me. So again, it's a letting go, right? Feel the right amount of proppage, adjust the proppage, especially if you're new to this, as much as you need to feel supported. Let the weight of the legs be heavy. And just allow your spine to unwind. So we're not pushing, we're not doing anything, nor are we resisting. So we are allowing gravity to have our legs, allowing the spine to just gently unwind with gravity. Notice the tendency to grip or tighten or hold or resist. And see if you could let that go. Sometimes deep full exhales, like a sigh of relief, is very helpful for the letting go process. So if you feel stuck in the body or even stuck in the mind, taking a deeper full breath and sighing it out. Helps the release process. And take a few more full breaths here. Just letting go. So restorative yoga, you guys, is the practice of being, not doing. Right? So much of our life we're doing. And you will be plenty doing tomorrow. But let yourself undo. Let yourself be undone. Rest. There's nothing left to do. You can pick it all up tomorrow morning. Let's take a final breath here. And one big sigh of relief. And when you're ready, bring your knees back upright. And we'll go to the second side. So both knees will plop on over to your second side. And most of us, I feel like it's more useful to use a prop. If you're really comfortable with your legs all the way to the floor, feel free to stay like that. And again, adjust the prop. I like mine kind of closer to my hip area than my knee. Feels more supportive. It's personal. Find the right amount of support on this side. Adjust if you need to. So the right amount of support feels very comfortable. If you don't have enough support, it usually feels like the body has to grip and tense and hold itself up a little bit. You want to feel like you can let go and allowing the spine to unwind. Allow yourself to be in the shade. without trying to get deeper or farther into the shape. Noticing if there's any holding or tension. Often our hands, our face, our shoulders, sometimes our jaw. Try licking your lips and just swallowing. Allow the back of the throat to relax. No resistance. Let it all go. Last few breaths here. Once again, let your next breath be a little more deep and full. Consciously fuller, deeper breath. Let's do one of those sighs of relief. Let it go. And gently bring your knees back upright, feet flat on the floor. And once again, let's roll onto one side. Prop your head with your arm if you need to. Pause on your side for a moment. And when you're ready, gently press yourself up. And coming to seated. And gently blink the eyes open. And we're going to move into our final shape. So this is legs up the wall. So you need a wall or a door. My wall is right here. I'm going to continue to use my folded blanket for my head. So again, a folded edge of the blanket. And I'm gonna want a strap or a towel or possibly something to tie my legs. If you don't have it, you could do it without that. And we're gonna scoot on over to our wall. And you're gonna get the tushy as close to the wall as you can. If the back of your legs are tight and it's not comfortable, you move your bottom farther away from the wall. So we're gonna roll onto our back for legs up the wall. Again, if my hamstrings are pretty open and I feel good, my tushy can be pretty darn close to the wall. I'm going to use that blanket again for my head. So it's the folded edge of the blanket. Not under my neck, just under my head. Gives me a little bit of a chin tuck. My arms are wide, my shoulders drop. So make sure you feel really supported. Again, you want the wall to hold you up. If you're too close to the wall, it'll feel like your legs are falling on top of you. And this is plenty. It's a little more supportive if you have something to tie your ankles. So if I have a yoga strap, I can just stick that around my ankles. If I don't, I can use something else, or I can skip this part. Again, the idea is support. So the more support we find, the more we learn to use these props, you guys. The body feels comfortable and supported, and therefore the mind and the body are connected. The mind and the body let go, and the healing response begins. And we move into a state of deep relaxation and deep healing. Settle in. Close your eyes if they're not. Let's take a deep, full breath in. And open your mouth, let it go. Let go of all effort. Give in to gravity and allow yourself to rest fully. Feel the weight of the back of the hands on whatever your surface is underneath you. Give in to gravity. Feel the shoulder heads drop to the floor, the collarbone widen. And give in to gravity. Feel the support of the earth, the support of the wall. And allow yourself to be supported. Allow yourself to rest. You're safe and supported here and now. time's really busy, feel free to keep your attention on your breath. Maybe even labeling each inhale and labeling each exhale as it is. Observing the natural ebb and flow of the breath. And feeling supported. Allowing yourself to be in the shape. And allowing the shape to create the healing process, to start the healing process, right? So this is, you guys, it's an inversion. There's a reason we go upside down in yoga. My feet, my hips are higher than my heart. And that reverses the flow of gravity. And again, calms the vagus nerve. Calms the adrenal glands. All sorts of healing. Allow it to be. Allow it to happen. Allow yourself to let go. And allow yourself to receive. Our bodies are miraculous when we actually rest, very against the American way. They heal themselves. That's the power of our immune system. You're grateful for your immune system. I'm thankful for this opportunity and time to rest. Notice where your attention is. And if it's wander away, the past or the future, no judgment. That's what it does. Just come back to the next breath. Watch the breath as it comes and goes. Feel the earth. Feel the support. And allow yourself to rest. Notice where your attention is. And again, bring it back to this moment, this breath. And let your next breath be a little more deep and full. So full deep breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out. And then gently let your knees bend, your feet slide down the wall. Let your knees hug into your chest. Got your feet strapped, see if you can unstrap them. And gently roll yourself onto one side. And pause there for a moment. Keeping your eyes closed and staying relaxed. Use your hands, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. And just sit for a moment with your eyes closed. Notice how you feel. Gently bring your hands together to your heart. And bow your head towards your heart. And thank yourself for taking the time out of your busy day for self-care and relaxation. And may all beings everywhere
Know love and peace. Namaste.